Welcome to Graeme Games. My name is Graeme. This is a game. Today I'm looking at Finely Diced. I just saw Retrobation play it and I was like, wow, this looks so fun. I didn't actually watch enough of it to even know how to play, but right away I was like, dice-based cooking? A pun on dicing? He's super here for it. Very funny idea. There's actually this thing in the settings. I was just switching to full screen and I saw this where I was like, yeah, I don't think I do want like all that stuff scrolling in the background. Seems like it would just kind of clutter things up a little bit. Hey chef, thanks for coming in on such short notice. I'm gonna teach you how we run our kitchen. At the top of your screen is the docket rack where the customer orders come in. Oh, I forgot to comment on all the interactions with the buttons in that main menu are like scanning things at a supermarket. Super funny. Click the question mark on a docket to check what it needs. Any number of sixes. So it's like Yahtzee, but cooking. Your job is to fill dockets with the right dice faces. So any number of sixes, so that's correct, yes? Select a die to view all faces. The active face is highlighted. Okay, so certain die, like that one only rolls one, that one only rolls sixes. And drag it to the docket. Well, any number of sixes. So it seems like the one is not even contributing, but I need 2 die attached to it? What if I just serve it like that? It was worth some value. You have to serve 1 or more dockets every round to continue. Even if they're wrong, you have to serve it. So this needs any number of 1s. I can throw that on there too, even though I don't think it needs it. Customers won't pay for incorrect meals, but you can't always avoid it. Match 2, so 2 of the same kind, which with these die you literally cannot do. So let's just serve those, they won't pay for it. Gotcha. Use equipment to make the most of a bad roll. The frying pan. Stir things up at a cost of 8. Roll all free chefs. Are the die my chefs? So matching 2. This one is a proper full die. So I need that one to either roll a 1 or a 6. So I can stir with the pan twice. It can re-roll any unused die 2 times per round, and so I would have to stir that up again. Oh, I was so close. Did not get it, not gonna count, or not gonna be worth anything at least. Looks like you've got a few dockets up. Here are some more die. So again, I'm just trying to match any 2. These are all, no they aren't. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. This one, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. So that is a regular full complete die, and this one is only a high-end die. There's not really a great way of looking at these at a glance here to know which is which. Like, I'm sure they're color-coded, probably. I'm not sure if there would be a better way to represent it. Like, the circle thing is handy. I almost wish there was, like, a button or something that was, like, what are all of the die currently? Or, like, a list off to the side matching them in color, or like labeling them dice A, something like that. Some way where I can quickly be like, oh, is it even worth re-rolling? Do I have the capability? Like, do I have the die needed? So that one's only 6s, that one's only the high-end ones. I'm assuming those are locked in. Good, yes, okay, great. I actually didn't look very closely at what else I had going on there. That one's gonna be 1 no matter what, so it doesn't even really matter. These ones, this one is a full die, that one's, so maybe it's best to lock the full die down to 2, because otherwise I risk rolling other things, but I have a 1 in 3 chance of rolling something that'll match those. I'll just risk it. I'm just gonna roll them all again. I don't need to min-max optimize that extensively. We'll just take our cash out. I got quite lucky on that one. Any dice that are on a docket that isn't finished will still be there next round. So if I add a die to the top there and don't make use of it, so this one can be anything except anything. This one has to be 3 of a kind, which luckily I already rolled a little bit of that. I'm kind of getting close with the 5s as well, actually. Oh, but that one can only be 6, so that's not very helpful. I would have to. 3, okay, 1 that's on the low end, 2 that are low end die, then 3 that are high end die. So I think if I want to match, I need to focus on high-end number. I need to focus on 6s. 6 is the only thing I can roll 3 of. So it almost doesn't even, it's not even worth trying to get anything else. But the odds that I actually achieve that are incredibly low. Yeah, not gonna happen. Yeah, I could have never gotten 3 4s or anything like that, so that just went poorly. If I have 2 of them that are correct, and then one, it's only off by 1, it's almost there. They pay nothing. It's nothing. It's not even partial. Dang it. This bar shows how long until the new dockets stop coming in. What? That doesn't mean a ton to me. We call this beer o'clock. So you're done with serving food and it's time. Sounds like someone who works in the food industry made this game. Matching. I got my 3s there, and I'll throw that up. Oh, I could have kept adding. I could have kept adding to the wild card one, and it probably would be worth more. Once you finish this round, I can teach you how to prepare your own dice. Oh, that's kind of cool that I could potentially like craft what I want on their sides. I had a perfect like full house on that one and didn't need it at all. Service complete. There are those supermarket sounds. How funny is that? And that's just like a menu thing. I thought maybe that'd be recipes or something like that. That's a weird place for the feedback button. Risky to click it on accident. Let's prepare for today's service. Start off by ordering a delivery of ingredients. Mouse over ingredients to view its size, tier, and any abilities it has. This baguette has abilities. Its size is 6. Whoa, okay. We suddenly have some inventory management. And it contributed a die with 1s on it. Okay, so each square on the grid represents sides of your die. So this is one entire die, and I'm putting 1s on every side of it. When you're ready, order another delivery. Many ingredients have abilities that add an option to the menu. Let's see. So drumstick has match 2. You just need 2s? Like you have to roll literally 2s? Match 2, match 2, match 3. Well, 2s is a little different. And it just has a bunch of 2s on it. The 3 is the cost to order it? Yeah, that's cost to order. But I can only order 1 of them. So it doesn't have a bunch of stuff on it. It would not have a bunch of stuff on it. Wow, all of these... that's scrolling past. I'm not done looking at other things. Click the bookings tab to see how many customers we will have today. Each dot represents 1 customer per round. So 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. That's what we're looking at. Right now I need to roll 2s. Order another delivery. Oh, could I do that instead of continuing to grab off of this? Because, like, one thing the way you need to build the die is quite tricky, actually. This is size 2. I'm going to throw some tomatoes on there. Some vertical ones with 4s on them if I want die with alternate numbers. Can I rotate you? I think it's stuck as like a horizontal thing. I think that's all it is. I'll try ordering again. Every time you order a delivery, it'll have 1 less option than previous. Oh, crap. A rack of ribs has a bunch of 6s on it. And the wings has a bunch of 5s. Well, right now I need 2s and I need matching 2, and I have no means of rolling 2s. No, I can with my spinach only. That's my only way I can roll a 2. So it's very unlikely to happen. If I order 2 ribs, but it requires a match 3. Oh my god, that's so much harder to achieve. I was wondering if I just ordered multiple ribs to force multiple die to have 6s on them. That's not as helpful as it first seemed, is it? 3s, I can get a bunch more 3s on the board. This one also adds 3s, so let me get carrots that add 3s. I'm immediately going to start reorganizing some of this stuff. And the leeks, the spring onion, There is one more thing you need to know, and it's very important. Click on the bookings tab. Ooh. If we don't hit our daily revenue target, the restaurant will go out of business. I have 2 kids at home, and I'm not letting them go hungry because of you. You're going to be personally accountable if I lose my job over this. I hate auto-advancing text. I hope you bring your A game because this place is cutthroat. Very funny, I like the simple presentation, but please give me the option to advance the dialogue. Get your dice and your menu organized. It's all on you now. Like, I want to, like, be able to choose where I'm putting my attention, you know? I'm, like, trying to understand the thing. It's a pet peeve of mine in, like, any video game. So, I can afford both of these. The 5 would not do much for me, but at least it's better than having nothing. Match 4s. Match 4s are ridiculous. That's so difficult to achieve, and in a lot of ways I don't think I can achieve it. And I wanted to add another thing to the die there, but 5s are not useful to me currently. All my 3 rolling is good. But because of the way I have this organized, actually, I could never get a match 4. So I think I need to do something like this. Then there's only 2 sides of that have anything on it. I can order more. Let's try that. Another way of rolling 3s, rolling 4s. 4s I'm less concerned with. Let's just make it easier to roll 2s, and I could also improve, add additional 3s, which that I don't think I have room for anywhere, just based on the way I've organized this. How much time is it worth sorting every little possible placement of things? Let's see if I can get it a little better, just so I have more options. And then I'm creating another thing for the menu there, but at least now every die has things on it. A couple of them are missing spaces. I'm sure that combination is not that useful, but there's a lot of things that can roll 3s. The crafting of the die was more thought had to go into that than I was expecting, honestly. So matching a 4, what are the odds I'm actually going to achieve that? Low. Matching 2, I'm just going to take the easy one on that. Matching 3, 3s are like the thing I can most readily roll. Although, I kind of can't do it. Having these matching 3s and 4s was probably a mistake, because I can only roll 3s. That could be a 3. That's, I have other die. I have other die that can all end up being 3s. Do I, though? No, this is, my setup here is very, very poorly optimized. That's as close as I'm going to get, and one of those is going to be wrong, and I literally don't have enough die to be able to do all of them. Like, I can't. Having them, I just don't have enough dice, so I've shot myself in the foot in that regard immediately. I'm very, very limited. The matching 3 is worth more? Oh, maybe it's worth more, but no, I don't know why it's worth more. I'll take it. That's helpful to me. It's great news. Hey, match 4. But it's worth less. I don't know why it's worth less. But you can just, there you go. Wonderful, delicious meal. You're gonna love it. It's yum yum delicious. Oh, they stayed in place. Right, it did let me know it would work that way. Oh, but it's locked? It's locked from the last round? Well, I think I've already just screwed myself by quite a fair bit. You just take all those. Wonderful. Good job. No, that was poor. The 3s... it's so much easier to achieve that one, but then if I start my way on the match 4, I guess that's how I should have been doing this. Hopefully I'll roll a 3 on that, and then I'll be 2/4, half the way there. So that was poorly done yet again. But at least I have a chance. So let me here. And this one can roll 6s. Good, good. So you can go towards that. Because there's another round. There's another round to this, right? Oh, I forgot. I meant to do the stirring the pot or whatever. Well, okay, at least I completed that. The frying pan there, I didn't do that properly at all. Beer o'clock. At least I came out ahead. But this is a mess. This is an absolute disaster. The match 4s aren't as bad as I first thought. Oh, no. Oh, because you still have costs. So I lost a fair amount of money. Well, the baguette sucks. I hate the baguette. Nothing else here has any way of rolling 1s. Yeah, so that's nothing. Having the baguette's terrible. Trash. You are cut. I do not want the baguette. I wish that I got, like, I don't know, money back for that. Oh, good. I could go back and undo that if I decide that was not a good choice for me. The kale. I have means of rolling a different thing. I'm broke, so let me see. Ooh, pasta. Pasta can also roll 2s. So let me see. Let me move things around in a way where now that die has 2s or 3s on it. If I pull you back out, that one exclusively has 3s on it. So let me do it in a way where you can have that. If I put this here, I have a couple die now that this one is only 3s. This one's 3s and 6s, 3s and 2s, 3s and 6s, only 3s, and 2s, 3s and 2s. So there, I have 3s, 2s, and 6s, and that is the only things I have. I have no money, but I think that's better. I think I have a higher odds. Oh, it's now 1s. Now all of a sudden 1s are a thing. I didn't even notice that I introduced that. So that's not going to help me. No good there. But we can do 2. Match. And I guess, do you have 2s on you? You do not. One of you should. If I'm recalling correctly. This one does. So I want that one left bouncing around. So that is the one that won't go up. See, it's a little easy to like lose track of which die or which. Exactly. That's what I was hoping for. And you are only 3s. So I'll just do that so that I clear the 1s. Because otherwise the 1s will stay. And I don't want the 1s because I really can't do it. You have 2s on you. You do not. So you get to go in the match 3. Match 3. And you can stay to contribute to 2s. See, this is already... I've got a clearer strategy. I'm glad this is going better than my first attempt. At least I got one. So, there we go. We have a real chance at profiting this time around. Oh, this time I'm literally just on match 3. Do I only have 2 die that have 2s on them? I think that is the case. Yeah, I think that's true. And I only have 2 that have 6s on them. Is that also? Yeah, 2 die that have 6s, so I'm never gonna get that. So I guess I just try and get my 3s and then move on. Come on, you can do it. Hey, look at that. After all that spinning, I managed to land on something I can actually use. There's nothing wrong with keeping that up there, but it's worth less for whatever reason. So I'm hoping clearing it off the board. Oh, no, I've done a thing. Not what I intended to do. All right, 3s though. Those should all have 3s. That has 2s on it. Yeah, I think I need to roll that in the hopes of getting 2. Haha! That was actually pretty damn lucky to get that on the second attempt there. Woohoo! Big cash out. Now we're in the swing of things. Now it's all coming up Millhouse. Nice and easy match on that one, and just take the win on that immediately. And I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter if it's 3s or 2s or 6s or whatever. You just have to satisfy that part of the thing. Target 70. I came out ahead. Where does it present my target? Maybe that's in the bookings. It is in the bookings. It did tell me that. 7 rounds. Oof. Oh wait, the ones. What is the ones attached to? Was that with the pasta? Yeah, I don't want that. I don't even really want the match 4 either. Those are the spring onions. Prawn? I'm just thinking of District 9. 2s, and it comes with the match 2. That's easy. Let's get more 2s on the board there. 2s, and it needs a match 4. So I could abandon this. I could abandon the pasta. And I can create the space like that. Now with that, I only need 2s and I need matching things. Add 4 dice, 4 out of 5 have 2s on them. 5 of them have 3s on them, 2 of them have 6s on them. So I would say like the one thing I could do better would be to introduce additional 6s. So let me see right now. 2 2s. Let me see. I'm going to count the number of 3-sided sides that have 3 on them. 2, 3, 4, 4, 1. So I'm favoring 3s quite a bit, it feels like. But can I really make room for that? I would be able to drop... If I dropped this specific spring onion, then I would still have 3s on every die. That can be traded off. So I will do that in order to have 6s. Oh no, it's too expensive. Ah! That seemed really helpful. Damn it, that seemed like exactly what I wanted. Let me see. Is there any better version of that? The cauliflower. Reordering doesn't... There's no, like, penalty. Value equals adjacent non-basic ingredient. A wild card. Cool. Cool. That's interesting. You can start playing around with that. I wanted to play the T-bone and then fill in a single space with, like, a spinach or something. Add 1 to column. To the entire column? That's... I really, really like the idea that ingredients start like playing a role like that. Not ingredients, but like spices and oils and things, that they have a role in this like cooking game. I'm just gonna go out there with what I currently have. It's unfortunate I couldn't get the T-bone on there. I think that would have been like the most interesting. So I should have counted how many of these have 2s on them. 2 of them have 2s, 3, and 4. So I think 4 of them have 2s and 3s overall. But now there's like a thing where I don't want to get in my own way and stop myself from doing that. This is mostly 3s. So let's just commit that one to 3s. Roll you for 3s. You're more likely to roll 2s, so let's just stick with 2s. And 3, it's hard to get a 3 on that one, so let's keep that. Stir? I don't know if that was optimized very well. Damn it. Well, that's exactly what I didn't want. Don't roll a 6 again. Come on, pull through for me. Yes. Those will lock in. I'll try and get more 2s next round. That's a lot of high matching. Like, the amount of die I need to commit to these each time is a lot. So I feel like I'm like giving up opportunities in that regard. Oh, that one's also not used. So yeah, let's get that one down there. Ah, shoot. I don't have many different ways of getting 6s, so honestly it's not really worth it. We can start building towards a different collective though. Collection of 6s. Oh crap, a lot of these are really starting to stack up on me here. Let's commit that one to 6s since we're already kind of down that path. You will go there. We'll start building up a new supply of everything, I guess. Is that the right call? Is that the right way to do it? I get some money off of that still. I can complete that one. 2s. Yeah, that one's good to use for 2s, I think. Pretty likely to roll that one as a 3. So let me re-roll just... I don't actually even know what that one was at a second ago there. Oh wait, we're clearing the board a little bit. Do they go up in value when they've sat? No, it does not appear to work that way at all. Let's see. You commit that to 3. It has a chance. Kind of hard to get that one on 2, so let's just roll with it. Roll with it. I appear to have not been paying very great attention to how those were being allocated. Ah, damn you. Yeah, let's throw it up on the board. Oh, I can't serve it because I haven't completed anything. Okay, so we'll just move that over. Interesting. Alright, it's fun. It's fun that you got to think ahead a little bit. You try to optimize your placements in the moment. Put you on 6s. I got my next 2 there. And there's the one that has the chance to roll a 6. Perfect. That's so great. Big payout on that. This is fun. It's a little tough. It's kind of a lot to think about. Let me just commit. And these 2, I think the difference in how they like desaturate could be done more clearly, like color code it in a way where it's like this is green and those little boxes are green, and when you've committed the die it has a little outline that's green. This one is blue and it outlines in blue, that sort of thing, and just make sure there aren't duplicates of colors up top there, so it's more clear where my die are assigned. Like, I know the color variances are supposed to help with that. Yeah, okay, I was pretty sure everything was locked in, but it's not quite there. It's like a little bit of a strain to make sure you're fully keeping track of things. Okay, so I think I managed to serve everything, which is great. A pretty solid profit off of that as well, which makes me less concerned about what I'm placing and how I'm making use of them. Like, I don't feel much incentive to rearrange what I have. It's quite a few people to like serve, but I also have like a lot of what I need. I actually don't know what that means when those 4, what are they called? They're called like tittles or something? No, that's like the name for the dot on top of an eye. Oh no. Pips. The pips on the die. These ones are colored in and that one's not. I don't know what that means. I don't know the difference there. It seems to only be for the ones, but the baguette was 6 colored in ones. Is there something I feel I need more of? Only 2 of the die have 6s on them. That's kind of remains a little bit of a limiting factor for me. I don't really want more 1s. I could play around with things like the pepper, but I don't really want adjacent basic ingredients become 2. But I don't really want a 5, you know, so I don't really want to add that in. I don't want to add 4s or anything. So those are, it kind of, I don't want any of those. So I guess I'm just going to move on and continue with what I have. It doesn't seem like there's a reason to change that up, you know? So I might as well just stick with what I have. Awesome. I can just assign all of those. I don't even, you must get bonus points for adding more 2s to that. But I've seen no need. You're mostly always going to roll a 6, so let's just commit that. You're more likely to be a 2 than anything. You're a 3 through and through. And we'll start that up. 6 and 2. That's how I wanted that to go. Because now I'm most the way towards having those claimed. So once again, and we'll just start up. What's the highest value? We'll start up on those 3s. 2 and 2. The decisions are becoming a little quicker. I got myself a nice routine taking shape here. Getting in the swing of service. Let's see. Matching 3 I will put towards that. One of you... I think I have an easier time getting 3s. So I'll organize that way. I haven't even really had to use my frying pan very much, and presumably you unlock additional tools and things, and that'll raise the complexity of the game by like a fair amount. I'm probably in like a super easy starter phase right now where you're kind of just getting the swing of things. Like, see, I'm mostly certain all my dice have been assigned, but then I use the stir to like just kind of double check with myself. It's funny watching it nudge. Come on, just a little more, just a little more. It's kind of nice to have the variety going. So if I don't have a 6 up on the board, I might as well start building towards a 6. Which of you... 4 2s and 3s? Is this the opposite? 4 3s and 2s. So you will have... They both landed on the thing that they are have more commonly, so it actually doesn't really seem to matter which of these I assign. And then it's just luck. Well, it barely rolled. Oh, it is so close. Wow, that was like 3 different ways that it nearly landed on a 3, and then it still managed to in the end. I got a little lucky. 3 and... Ooh, okay, here's the scenario again where I should make sure I'm the one that's most likely to roll a 2 be left open. Let's see, you will be a 2, 3, and 3. I can stir that up to hopefully get a 2. Perfect. So there should be one more docket coming up? No, that's already it. So is that's it? I've done it? I wonder, target score, so my profit is 46. Did that keep my past profit, or do I reset to 0 and have to clear that threshold again? I kind of am not certain on that. Honestly, I am having a very easy time gaining what I want. The T-bone. I could consider bringing in the T-bone and the salami. I have a lot of 3s right now, a lot of means of rolling 3s. So I will add the T-bone and the salami, which means I now have 6s on 4 of the die, 2s on 4 of them, 3s on all of them. Okay, I think that's slightly better. Oh, and a pumpkin. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. There was a funny thing in the main menu that said, like, I forget, if you complete through to day 7 in the game, then the developer will send you a recipe for a pumpkin soup. And I was like, well, that's funny. It's like such I don't know, a simple reward to offer. I just thought it was kind of a cute incentive. So yeah, whatever, send me a pumpkin recipe, I'll make it. I think I've made pumpkin soup like once before, and it turned out okay. I'm happy to work off of a recipe if you got one. Let's just take the immediate match to kind of clear the board there. Specifically commit 2s, because I do want to see. See, it didn't go up in value, so I'm not actually certain what purpose there is. Is there like an incentive to use up die? Not really. Yeah, it just gave me the same value, so I really don't, it doesn't seem worth it. I'm confused as to why it's set up that way. See, now all of a sudden I'm in a rhythm where, because I've positioned myself to only have 3 die outcomes possible, it's just like, alright, well, I'll just start placing things wherever they make the most sense. I'm seemingly having a very easy time rolling 2s right now, so I'll just commit that. And you do have 3s on you, whereas you have 2s. Let's re-roll those 2. And maybe we'll end up with the better distribution. Same thing, not what I was looking for. And same thing, not what I was looking for. Well, those are locked in, so it's already committed. And I don't really... I guess I'm wasting that die. Because I just don't need it. It's like the first time I've run up against an issue like that, isn't it? Can you be rolled? You can be rolled as a 3. You can be rolled as 2s or 3s. The odds I get that are low. It worked out. Sick. You're just you're a real troublemaker, this die here. I realize it's mostly 6s, but it's really... I need like another thing up on the docket here so I can start trying to actually use my 6s up. It's just insistent, aren't you? Oh wait, you only have 1 6 on it. This one does not. 1 6, 1 6 as well. So yeah, it's okay if I kind of commit that one. You cannot roll a 6, not an option at all, so let's just ignore that. Dang, I'm coming up short on these. Come on, just one thing that rolls a 6. 3 6s on that one. 4. That's the one I want. That's the one I want to eat up for sure. Is 2? How likely am I to roll 2s? 3s were slightly more likely there. 2s are more likely. 3s are more likely. 2s are more likely. Dang it, that didn't help me very much at all, did it? Well, let's just take... We'll just commit. We'll just do 2s. Damn it. Now it's only 6s. Now I'm only rolling 6s. Yes, no, it was so close. Damn it. Oh, and I'm gonna miss out on it. 6 6. No. That's what it is, I think. So it's going out. Oh, there's one more round. No, there wasn't one more round. I still came out ahead, so I'm doing all right. And I still have one more day. Well, I can see what other sort of orders and things come up. A potato and rice. Tons of bookings. Targets 140. An onion, a sweet potato, avocado, bun. I guess I'm ham. I'm not paying very close attention to the like special abilities that some of them have, because it kind of at this stage in the game it's working out okay. They kind of fell apart in that last attempt though. So 2 2. Let's just not mess around with things. Let's just clear the die, clear a couple plates, and just run with that early little sniff of success. I think I still have among the easiest time getting 3s. Seemingly that's going... This overall is going a little better. Eat up your scrumptious 2s, and that one's also asking for 2s. Damn. Okay, just cleared the plate on that one. Not a concern. Let's match 3 on that. So we have... oh, wait. Ooh, surely one of you can roll into a 6. You only have 1 6 on you. You only have 1 6 on you. So, I've locked in the 6. I've locked in... the 2 6s. The 2 6s are the only thing I've locked in right now. I'll gamble on hopefully rolling some 6s here. That didn't go great. And I literally just wanted that one to roll into a 2. Or into a 3. Dang it. Alright. And still clear 1 plate. I really wanted the maximum success. Let's take that, please, if you don't mind. Are you better at rolling 3s? That one has a higher odds of rolling 3s. So you're taking 2, and we're going to try and turn that into a 3. Exhilarating gameplay, I'm certain. Maybe it's just more a matter of seeing it in action rather than it being like just this stunning, insane, breakneck gameplay, you know? Well, when only one gets served at a time there, I guess it's assuming that you will have stacked up a few plates behind you as you're having trouble clearing things off. And so these later rounds where it's only offering up one at a time, that's a little easier to work with. And I just happen to have kind of crushed the early part of that. 2s, how many can we get? It's kind of funny here because we just keep... I don't even know how many of these do have 2 on them, and it doesn't matter. I can't with that one. Alright, we at best have the chance of 1 more 2. Okay. Still 3, pretty good. I just wish that were worth something. Way above and beyond. Suck. Your target can suck it. Claim your free recipe, the pumpkin spice soup. I am curious, actually. Roughly chop and saute 2 brown onions. Yellow onions? What is a brown onion? In oil at the base of a large pot. Add half a Kent pumpkin. I've never bought a Kent pumpkin, like a sugar pumpkin. Does that work? In big chunks, salt and pepper, and cover. Once they're soft, you can break them with a wooden spoon, use a stick blender, and whiz the whole thing. Add half a jar of Thai red curry paste and a can of coconut cream and stir it through. That is a very simple recipe, but having the creaminess with like the gourd is always a good combination. Just throwing curry paste in there. Curry and coconut goes together really well. So that's totally smart, and then you just want those like aromatics in there. That is simple, and it was yeah, quite nice. I'm assuming, you know, right now I only have the frying pan. You would add more tools, and like I could see different ways that all that could start being played around with. And please enjoy complimentary mint. That's also just, there's like a cheeky little sense of humor laced throughout the game. Really quickly, I found a build of dye that worked for me, and I never felt the need to change it. And so I wonder if there should be things in the game like your produce could start going rotten, and then you need to invest in refrigeration, which is going to make your produce last a couple turns longer. Like things like that. Like the entire food theme is going to start layering together really well. The baguette takes up an entire row. Maybe you have a mixer that lets you rotate it to play around with that. Maybe you have a knife that lets you cut it in half so that you only have to use a portion of it. Like, the way the starting point of this game is already quite solid, and the ways it could be expanded on feel very obvious, and the potential way up here. Really like what I'm seeing. You can check the demo out for yourself. I have a link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.